Good evening, students, staff, visitors, and alumni, and welcome to Founders Week.
Every February, Mount Iscombe High School honors its roots, traditions, history, and triumphs during our annual Founders Week celebration. This year, visiting artists and cultural leaders from around Alaska joined MEHS students to promote and sustain traditional knowledge and culture.
Hi, I'm Chiara, and I'm here with Miss Brady on Founders Week. Would you like to tell us about yourself?
Yes. Yedi kuk ayuchat duasak kix adichat city. Kachachasha yuha duasak take way to yedi ayachat. Kakahit dachat city. Kagwantanda chkan ayachat. My Tlingit name is Yedi Kuka, and I am named for my late grandmother. I'm from the Kiksadi clan, and the women of my clan are called the Herring Ladies. I am the child of the Teakwedi, and I come from the Point House, and I'm the grandchild of the Kagwantan. My borrowed name is Dione Brady Howard, and I have been teaching at Mount Edgecombe now for 20 years. I think that Founders Week is important at Mount Edgecombe because even though Mount Edgecombe High School doesn't have that same history and legacy of forced assimilation and colonization that other Native boarding schools had, in our beginnings we were at a Native boarding school through the Bureau of Indian Affairs. And even though we are a public school now that is not a Native school or a Natives only school, to some extent there is a certain degree of assimilation that happens just from removing kids from their regions to a region that isn't necessarily their home culture. And that isn't intentional, but it just means that our kids are removed from their cultures, their languages, their practices, their songs, their dances. And so even though cultural celebration isn't exclusively what Founders Week is about, we seem to incorporate a lot of it, and I think it's appropriate to do so because we get to celebrate all of the different cultures that our students do come from.
What does your regalia represent?
So I elected today to actually wear regalia even though our Spirit Week theme is Way Back Wednesday, because I normally go all out for Spirit Week and for Way Back Wednesday. But my dance group is performing tonight and I really did not want to have to undo all of that and then try to get in all my traditional garb, and I figured it's still appropriate to wear these things for Way Back Wednesday, and so I'm wearing a woven hat that was my late grandmother's, and it also has a frog on it. And then I'm also wearing this collar that was my late grandmother's that has a raven on it because that's what moiety we come from. And I'm wearing a raven's tail woven bag that my mom wove that my partner bought for me. And then I have a hide apron that has a frog on it and two herring, which the frog and the herring are crests of my clan. And then I elected not to wear moccasins today because it's raining really hard.
On Wednesday, February 12th, in the B.J. McGillis Auditorium, cultures from across Alaska gathered to dance, sing, and celebrate our unique and shared cultures. Miss Brady and her daughter Izzy kicked off the night with the Shitkakwan dance group. Next, visiting artist Kim Nichols led the Athabascan dance group to center stage, and Jaden was all smiles. Then came the Inupiaq dance group, moving to the music, dancing to the drum beat, led by visiting artist Brian McClure, supported by Kent Wiles and Jack Youngis. As the night went on, Frida, Linnea, and Daryl and the rest of the Yupik dance group had fun dancing to the songs that Stephen Blanchett had taught them.
It was a magical night full of music, dancing, and celebration. You could see the smiles and hear the echoes of the rich traditions of Founders Week at MEHS.
Hi, I'm Shira, and I'm here with...
I'm Florence Cargi. I am on the class Alumni 2007.
You're one of two keynote speakers here for Founders Week. What are you going to be talking about?
That is correct. I am going to be talking about my experience and how Mount Edgecombe helped me in my academic career path.
Hello to you. Good evening.
Where are you from?
I grew up in Hooper Bay. I was born and raised there, and I got to Mount Edgecombe in 2006. Unfortunately, after a fire that burned the school down, including 13 homes. Our homes was one of them, and the whole state reacted in a way that opened up admission for students from Hooper Bay to come to different places around the state. And Mount Edgecombe was one of them, and they asked me if I wanted to come here, and I said yes.
How has Mount Edgecombe helped you to be where you are today?
So the way that Mount Edgecombe is strategically designed, it's a residential school where they keep you busy. There's a time to learn, there's a time for sports, there's a time to do homework, there's a time to clean. All those different factors help students to come and live and learn to live a balanced lifestyle. And that for me is still applies to me at 30 years old today.
Since then, what have you achieved?
After leaving Mount Edgecombe in 2007, I went straight to the University of Alaska Fairbanks, where I received my bachelor's in social work with a minor in Yupik. And from there, I was hired as a programs coordinator for Coastal Villages Region Fund. I live in Anchorage, and right now I am currently in my last semester of graduate school, in which I will be receiving my Master of Public Administration degree in the spring of May 2020.
Stay tuned to the cutting edge.